Hey, hello everyone. Hi, this is Kevin here. So I'm gonna be doing this video on this project that you're seeing in front of you called Parc Esta. Right. So if you are aware, Parc Esta was actually open for preview over the weekends, and I think the interest is quite strong. So I think this article is also on the news that it drew over 5,000 on preview weekend. Right, so basically, Parc Esta is formerly a plot of HUDC project land. So MCL land bought over. So they're going to be building uh, this 1,399 units in place of the existing old building that are in the midst of being torn down. If you pass by there every day, you see that they're actually tearing down the buildings already. Right, so okay, this video I'm gonna be doing it a bit differently. If you are hearing this for the first time and you would like to know a bit more in depth about whether Parc Esta is a good development to consider, you can actually check out the review done by my friend Daryl. Okay, so you can actually click on the link. Okay, here, right here, just here. Okay, I'll also put the access to the link in the description below. Right, so in that video and blog post, he actually did a very extensive research and overview of Parc Esta as a project. So I'm not going to be talking about that today. In fact, what I'm going to be doing in this project is for this video, for this video, if you are someone who have already decided to place a registration of interest for Parc Esta, or you have pretty much decided that this is a project that you want, right? Then this video is for you, because I'm gonna be going through very briefly the floor plans and the site map, and then I'll just be doing the short portion on my personal opinion on which are the good units that you should be looking at when it comes to the actual launch day itself. So without further ado, okay, just a quick overview. So there are going to be a total of 9 blocks that you can see from the site map here. Okay, so total of 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each of them are 18 stories high. For the units on the top floor, the units actually come with a double volume ceiling. So if you are someone who like the penthouse feel, you like something that a place for you to hang your chandelier, then you can probably go for the 18th floor units. There's a total of 1,399 residential units all in all. There's a good mixture of 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3, 4, and 5. And I think the 1 bedroom will constitute about 35%, and then the 2 and 3 bedrooms about 25 to 30%, and the rest of it, the balance about 10% of the units are made out of the 4 and the 5 bedroom. And within the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom will also have a bit of differentiation in configuration. So you have your normal 1 bedroom, you have your 1+ study, you have your 2 bedroom, 2+ study, 2 premium. All right, so perhaps maybe just let me show you the floor plan. Let us just go through the floor plan together very quickly, so that you can probably have an idea of how each unit looks like and the size of the units. Okay, we'll just go in order. We will just start with the 1 bedroom first. So 1 bedroom typically is about 39 square meter. You look at the type A1 here, 39 square meter. So it's either 39 or there's a slightly larger version of 42. Okay, so this R is, so that was what I was mentioning. So if you choose units on the 18th floor, they will actually count the airspace as well. So that's why it has this extra size that you're paying for, because you're paying for the double volume ceiling height. Okay, and okay, just very quickly, the layout of the unit. So you come in through open kitchen, um, living and dining, pretty straightforward, rectangular. So if you ask me, I think straight off this 3 meter difference, 3 square meter difference, is the fact that perhaps you get a slightly larger balcony. It does seems like the kitchen layout might be a bit more different. So this is long and this is an L shape. Again, I don't think it makes a lot of difference. But if you have a choice on the balloting day, then you can actually decide which one, which layout is probably more suitable for you. Okay. Okay. Then if you are looking for something larger, then we have the one bedroom plus study. So about 10 square meters more, 39. Another 9 square meters, so you have the 48 or 49. Right. So the extra space comes here. So instead of just a master living and kitchen all compact into one, you have this extra additional space that you can use as a study, or I don't know, maybe extra space for storage, etc. Okay, so same for this. For these two, the balcony seems to be pretty much the same size. All right, just that the layout of the study is a bit different. So for this is just right over here. Uh, Okay, but of course, if you choose this AD2 type, right, the master bath, so called the one and only common bath, opens from the hall and the room, whereas for this one, um, because they have the bathroom first, so the only way if you are in your room, you have to come out and go inside. Do take note of that. Personal preference, some people might prefer this because at night, then from the bedroom, then you can actually go to the bathroom easier. Right, so that's the one plus study. So you're actually paying for this about 9 square meter extra space over here. Okay, or it could jolly well be just a larger extension of your living hall. Okay, let me just scroll down. So this blue. Okay, later we'll go through where are the one bedrooms and all the different locations. So scrolling down, two bedrooms, there are three types. So you have your normal compact two bedroom, two plus study, and then they have a two bedroom premium. So let's take a look. So even for the normal two bedroom, there's slight difference in the configurations. Okay, to sum it up, is either is basically the layout of the rooms. Some people are more used to having the master bedroom tucked away from the living room. Some people may not just like people to see inside. So you have this master bedroom that is at the corner, or you can have these rooms on both sides. So the master bedroom will be here. For either for these two layout, right, there's only one bathroom lah. Anyway, so the bathroom will access from the common living hall. Actually, if you ask me, I would say generally for this kind of layout, you actually get more efficient use of space because you don't really get like spaces here or here that you do not really know what to do with it. Maybe you can put some drawers around here or hang some painting, but if you're asking how to maximize the space, then this is typically the layout that I see that would be more favored by some people. Yeah, so either way you have your choice. 54 and 56 square meters, that's the difference. All right. Okay, there's another type B3 and type B4. All right, so somewhat similar. All right, just slight differences in the layout of the kitchen area and here. Okay, so this is the two bedroom. All right. By the way, if you all want the brochure and the floor plans, right? I'm gonna be including a link in the description below, so you can go to lovelyhomes.com.sg to download the floor plan. So that's why I'm just gonna briefly go through all these, and then if you want to refer to the floor plan, just go to the link below. I'll put it in the description, and you'll be able to download the floor plans. All right, so moving on. Next up, you have your okay. So yep. So two bedroom, and then so moving on, you have your two bedroom premium. So two bedroom premium, 65 square meters, versus the normal one was about 54 square meters. So about 10 additional square meters. So where did the space go to? First up, you can see that they have an extra bathroom. So the premium will be a 2 bed 2 bath. The normal compact one will be 2 bed 1 bath. So you decide, you see which one works for you. If it's if the price difference is okay, the price difference will surely be if you base it off about 1,007, 1,008 per square foot, then you just multiply by 10 accordingly. Alright, but for some people, the second bathroom is a necessity because they're buying for their own use, which I meet quite a few times already. So again, it depends on your personal needs, right? So this extra 10 square meters basically goes to a additional bathroom, and also you can see that the balcony is larger. Alright, and also for this 2-bedroom premium, there are a few configurations, but the significant difference that I can see is probably the layout of the kitchen. Some people might just prefer this L shape, where everything is within reach. Is easier if you are cooking, right? And then you can actually seal it off if you choose to. So I mean, I think you can probably just try to install a sliding door over here so that your kitchen is enclosed. Whereas for this type type B P1, it might be a bit harder. It's pretty much really an open kitchen. Right, so do take note of that. And okay, the layout of the rooms are different also. This is on either side of the living room, and this is the tucked to one side layout. So that's the second difference. And the third difference is the look at the balcony, right? So in this case, the living will have its own balcony, and master bedroom will have. Whereas for this, the balcony is accessible. So someone who walks in through the living room will be able to go through the balcony and look into the master bedroom, which some people again may not like it. So yeah, it's a tough choice, but yeah, you probably have to try to figure that out. Right. So but if you ask me, I think the maybe the bigger difference is the ability to enclose out your kitchen and the balcony, whether you want it to be accessible by your friends who are visiting through your master bedroom or not. Right. Okay, so there's another the third type and the fourth type layout. Okay, so it's the location of the bathroom. The second bathroom is a bit different, right? Yeah, it can get a bit confusing sometimes with so many different configurations. Okay, so we have the 2-bed 1-bath, 2-bed 2-bath, which is the premium, and the last third type of the 2-bedroom is a 2+ study. So the 2+ study is the largest of the three. So you can see here it's 77 square meters. Let's just take a look at the typical layout. How does it looks like? So you come in through here. Your kitchen is tucked to one side. There's the 2-bathroom. Alright, and the extra study space is this. Is like half a room that comes in between the second bedroom and the master bedroom. Okay, but I do realize that also but in this case the balcony is smaller, so maybe some of the space have gone to the extra study. It might be a bit more practical for some people. They may not just need such a big balcony space, right? So this is another layout, type 2 and type 3, straight in study. So this the layout of the study is a bit different. I believe you can actually put a sliding door in, right? So this is the third one. Okay, so generally the 2-bed plus study is the largest of the 2-bedroom, 77 square meters. So you get the extra study, which is like half a room more. I think if you put a bed, then it might be a bit challenge if you want to put a wardrobe. So probably not. But you know, this study you can always convert into a walk-in wardrobe also, or just a space for you to store your stuff. So it's just the extra space, because all these units that we have seen so far doesn't have like a utility room, doesn't have a bomb shelter, doesn't have a storeroom. So so for some people, this extra space is always very welcome. And for 2-bedrooms, sometimes if you're buying for rental, you may rent to families, but you can also be renting to 2 pairs of friends or something. So they sometimes would appreciate the extra space to do their stuff. Yeah. So next up we have the 3-bedroom. So the 3-bedroom is 84 square meters, which is about the size of 4-bedroom HDB, new HDB nowadays, right? The new HDB is about 80 to 85. Alright, so you have the type 1, type C1 or type C2, the 3 bedroom. Alright, so just check out the layout. Coming in, you have a full proper kitchen. Alright, I guess you can actually close it up here. Probably, you know, when you have a family staying, then you'll be doing a lot of heavy cooking. The hall of the 3 bedroom seems to be somewhat the same as the 2+ study. Alright, so if I just show you back, you can see that they actually display the same 6-seater size. Okay, so now then you have your 3 full bedrooms. So the 2+ study, the third study was actually half a room. You can't really put a double bed or double bed with a wardrobe. So in this case, now you can. So if you really have a family staying in here, you need a third room. Then yeah, then probably you should go for the 3 bedroom. All right. So straightforward. 3 bed, 1 hall, 2 bath. Okay. So the difference between these two types, that here, this is you probably hack through this. Whatever there are thicker dark lines, these are the so-called the beams. You can't. Whereas if you happen to choose the C2, then in this case, you know, according to your floor plan, you can probably break through this, and if you do not need the third bedroom, they can combine, or you can change it to some people like to do it like a glass panel. So you can if you need, then you just open up. If need be, then you close up. Then it can still become back a proper bedroom. So do take note of these two types. So that, I think that's where the distinctive difference is. Right. Other than that, pretty much the same if you ask me. Okay. All right. So moving on, the third type of the 3 bedroom. Oh, sorry. There's actually a third type of the normal compact 3 bedroom. That's where I think you can see a bit more difference. The rest of it here is the same, but you realize that the third bedroom, the location is not. It doesn't have the same view as the bedroom 2, right? So it's actually tucked on the other side, where the view will be. Most of the units are not south facing. The way the developer has planned. So if let's say these 2 rooms are facing north, then this will be facing west, right? So the view will be a bit different. All right, so take note of that. That's type C3. Okay, then and moving on now, if you need that extra study room, then you can go for the 3+ study. So the difference is additional 3 square meters more. Coming kitchen, pretty much the same. So you have a 3 bedroom. So the difference is you have this new extra study / flexi room space, right? So if you want to, you can choose to pay a bit more for this extra study space, a games room or something, right? So same thing. So you look at this type C, which is a 3+ study. So same 3 bedroom, and then you have your study here. Okay, so that's 3 bedroom, 3+ study, and last but not least, we have the 3 bedroom premium. 3 bedroom premium comes straight in. Difference, you have now an extra utility space. So no, you don't get a study, but you get this utility space. It could be a storeroom, or if you have a domestic helper, then this will probably be the place where she will be sleeping, and she will also have her own WC as well. So this is the 3 bedroom premium. Or if you do not have a helper, then most people convert this into literally a storeroom, right? Because if not, then you have to think of somewhere to put your unwanted stuff. So the rest of it all being equal, you realize the configuration is either you have your normal compact 3 bedroom, or you get an additional study space, or you go for the extra utility room, right? So that's the difference. Is of course the largest is a 3 bedroom premium, which is 95 square meters. And that space goes to the utility room and the slightly larger balcony as well, because the balcony now is also accessible from the third bedroom as well, right? So do take note of that. Okay, and now we look at the 4 bedroom, 104 square meter. Okay, it's a huge one. So the normal 4 bedroom comes with the 4 bedroom, the fourth bedroom, right? It doesn't have the utility room, so 2 bath, master bath, common bath, and 4 bedrooms. Very straightforward, and all the 4 bedrooms can put in a double bed. So the other type, the type D2, right, comes in kitchen, dining. So the dining doesn't really get much larger from the floor plan. It's still, they're assuming that you're putting a 6-seater. They don't really do the wet and dry kitchen also. So they save space on the kitchen, and then they actually give you the extra bedroom. Yep. So that's the 4 bedroom for you. Okay, when it comes to a 4 and 5 bedroom, then the unit selection actually gets a lot lesser already, because they only constitute about 10% of the units of the entire development. So there's about 130, 150 units. Right, or you can go for the 4 bedroom premium. Premium is the okay. So the premium, the difference is actually here. So now all the ones that we seen before was the just a normal kind of kitchen. So in this case now, they actually have the extra space where they do the extension of the dry kitchen, and you have your store with a WC as well, right? So, or you call it a utility room. So if you need the extra room at the back of your kitchen, then go for the premium. 3 bedroom and 4 bedroom, go for the premium. If not, then if you go for the normal one, then it will just be the 3 or 4 bedrooms, and the rest all being the same. And last but not least, the 5 bedroom. Very straightforward. Utility room, dry, wet kitchen, and the 5 bedroom does come with private lift, private lobby also. So that's exclusive. 3 bathroom, and for 5 bedroom. So you have your master, 3 common room, and then you have a junior master. Alright, that's the reason why for this 5 bedroom you have your third common bath, second common bath, sorry, second common bathroom. So same thing, the utility room also have its own space, WC. Alright, so probably yeah, they have this in mind for big families having to stay in 4 or 5 bedroom. Then likely you might have a domestic helper, so that's why they have all this. Right, so that's the unit mix for the entire development. Okay, there are also 4 shops that will be within the compound of the property. So good news for residents. Next time, very likely it should be convenience store, maybe a laundrette or something, right? But if not, then staying in Eunos is super convenient anyway. It's like you just doorstep out to the MRT, right? So now we just go back to the site plan. Okay, and now we will just dive straight into the to what I want to talk about, right? Which is the selection of units. We'll go in order of 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3, 4, and then I don't think and then 5. 5 there's only like 1, 2 stacks, so not much choices. Okay. Okay, now so we will start off with the 1 bedroom first. You can see on the screen here, all the light blue that are circled in red are the 1 bedroom. So we have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 stacks spread across the 6 blocks. Alright, none of them are facing inwards, all of them are facing outwards. Alright, I'll give you a quick orientation. So this is Sims Avenue, where that's the main entrance gonna be. And this is where you actually cross the road and you will actually hit Eunos MRT. On this side, alright, on this side where I'm moving my cursor, on my right hand side, there's actually a mosque here. Then thereafter, that's the main steel road. Okay, then south to the south, this is Changi Road. Then across the road, you actually get some office buildings, you get some shops, I think that some F&B outlets, so on and so forth. And then immediately on your on my left, alright, this is there's a few existing HDB blocks. Then I think there are also some shops below. And then further down, there's a basketball court, and then there's a community center, right? So the roads can get pretty busy during peak hours. If you're familiar with the place, I'm sure you agree with me, especially Steel Road. the junction of Steel Road and Sims Avenue, you actually get a lot of traffic. So ideally, if you ask me, as a general rule of thumb, given a choice, I personally feel that for this project, the best facing should be those inside the compound. All right, so it should be quieter. But unfortunately, you realize that for this one bedroom, they do not have any units for you to choose. So that clears your headache. It's just a matter of, do you want to take the side that's facing north towards the MRT or south towards the rest of the office building. So it's just a matter of facing choice prices. So but of course, if you want to get away from the traffic noise, then maybe just try to get a higher floor if possible. So maybe 15, 17, or 12 and above. Then you might be able to get further away from the traffic noise during peak hours. All right. Okay, so for one bedroom, you have all these choices. By the way, this is another ingress and outgress. So this is gonna be the main drop-off entrance where the cars will come in. So Sims Avenue is a one-way road. So all the traffic will actually come from here. Then there's another such a big development. So that's why they have another exit for the cars, right? So this is where the bin center is. Then your tennis court. Then so this is the, if you want to look at the good landscaping, then that's where this I think the pool here, which is like the sauna fun pool and all these things, a bit more landscaping and design. Here straight off is the lap pool, all right. And then there's some fountain features over here as well. That's why you realize that the big units are the ones that are facing. Usually every development, quite obvious one. The better facing, they will leave it for the larger units. I mean, that's only fair because they're paying top dollar for it, right? So if you ask me, for the one bedrooms, right? Personally, I would prefer this block over here. Yeah, yes, correct. I personally prefer this block over here. So this is the south facing. So that's also where there's a side gate out. This is actually a quick side gate out onto Changi Road. No particular reason why, but I just thought the traffic over here might be a bit more, right? So I would just prefer to actually face further away, and then this nearer to the side gate. So offhand, this is how I would choose my, if I were to choose a one bedroom, then I'll probably first consider units on the 54 and 53. Then if not, then maybe either of the block 914 or 902 on the either side, right? Not much difference in terms of the facing actually. So you just see whatever that is available on that day. Just try to go for the mid to higher floor if possible. So that I think the concern is whether the traffic will be an issue if you are staying at the much lower floors, if you are facing the roads directly. All right. So yep, that's my suggestion for the one bedroom. And then in the event you're left with like maybe the mid to lower floors that you have to choose among these few blocks, so I would still probably go with this block here, and probably this block here, these two blocks here as well, because they are immediately facing some sort of landscaping or green, so that at least you get some sort of a greenery view when you actually look out from your window if you're staying on the third floor or fifth floor. Yeah. Alright, okay, so next up we move on to the 1+ study. So if you are looking at one bedroom and you prefer that additional study space, you like that concept, then you can it's actually all located within the same blocks as where the original one bedrooms are, just that you have lesser total number of units available. So that also means that in terms of competition, if you were to own a 1+ study and you want to sell it off or renting out next time, then all things being equal, you are actually belonging to the group that has a shorter in supply. So if someone wants the extra space, then they can only choose from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 stacks. The train of thought is the same as what I mentioned about the one bedroom just now. My preference is still for block 1912. Then if not, then my second option would be to see whatever is available, choose the highest floor if possible, and then if you're left with like the mid to low floors, then go for the ones that actually directly faces the some sort of a landscaping, like here, here, or here, so that you can actually get some greenery view, even you're on the low floor, so you actually see something pleasant when you look out the window. Right, so that's for 1+ study. So if you're deciding between 1 bedroom and 1+ study, of course I understand budget is a constraint. Look at the price. If the price not too much of a difference, then if you buy the 1+ study, then you have lesser competition compared to the normal 1 bedrooms. Twice as many units in the market. Okay, so next up, we are looking at the 2 bedrooms, the normal compact 2 bedroom, 2 bed, 1 bath. So they are all located at the bottom half of the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 stacks. Right. So straight off, without a doubt, in my opinion, the best stack has to be 58, which is this one. Right. Reason is very clear. It faces the pool and the garden and the landscaping directly, and this is one of the highlight feature of the development. So it's very beautiful from the artist rendering, and I believe the finished product will be pretty nice also. So you face inwards, it's quieter. Okay, quieter from the traffic lah. I mean, maybe weekends you have kids playing there, then you have a bit of noise. But either way, you're looking at something that will not change. So you at least guarantee a good view. So without a doubt, I believe, yeah, probably people will be fighting for 58. So even if you can only get something on the maybe 5th floor, 6th floor, I think 58 is still a good choice to me. Right, then if not, then next up, I think this 4 looked interesting because even if you do not have this, you still have the lap pool view, right? So you still look inwards, you have the waterway view. Okay, and then third choice would be either of these 3 blocks that are facing outwards. So my personal preference is I like 58. Okay, and then if not, then secondly I will probably look at any of these that faces the pool inwards. Alright, then if not, then maybe of these 3, if there's high floor available, then that would be my third choice. Alright, so that's how I would go about choosing my compact 2 bedroom. Okay, next up, so if you are going for the 2 bedroom premium, so which is the 2 bed 2 bath which we saw earlier, so you can choose from all these in the red circles that I've highlighted. Very nicely done. They are all facing inwards. My choice of the premium stack would be these 2, 40 and 41 are my first choice. So you can actually check out the photo that faces this fountain pavilion structure. It's very, very nice. So this is like a centerpiece of the entire development. Then if not, then I will feel, then my second choice would be either of these 2, 4, 6, 7. These 7 stacks actually faces inwards the pool. That's fine. But if you are really, really particular, then probably these 4 stacks would be better than either of these 3 because the afternoon sun should come in from this angle, so these 2 stacks actually help you to block off the afternoon sun, so less susceptible to afternoon sun versus the north facing unit. So first choice, I mean, I personally quite like these, even though you might get some afternoon sun. But if not, then I will probably go for either of these 4 units. Then if it's not available, then probably any of these 3. Okay, because of the facing consideration. But all else equal, then this facing again will look nice. Perhaps this either of these 4 stacks will actually get a more direct waterway view, water body view. Here you might get some blockage from the structures here and there depending on the floor levels you are. So even for maybe a 3rd, 4th or 5th floor, if you choose 71, 70, 40, 48 or 49, you will still be able to see this rather clearly. So yep, so I will probably go for this first, then if not then 71, 70, yeah, depending on what's available. Then third choice would be these four that are facing the, which is not too bad also, it's actually facing the Olympic pool. So if I have to choose between these four, then my preference will be stack 1 and 2 first, then 4 by 11 and 10, because 1 and 2 actually looks at the pool directly. So I find that the view will be nicer lah. Alright. But of course, also do consider, just now we mentioned the 2-bedroom does have two different layouts, right? So you have the layout where the rooms are tucked to one side also, and you have the types where you actually have the living hall through the center and rooms on both sides. So that might also be a deciding factor when it comes to choosing the units for yourself. Okay, so next up, we look at the 2+ study. So that's the unit with the 2-bedroom, 2 bathroom, and then you have an additional half a room, which can be used as a study room. Right, so these are the units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stacks for you to choose from. Again, my choice would be 59. All right, so 59, you have your balcony, your rooms that will be facing the pool. All right, the fun pool. Then my second choice would probably be stack 23. Okay, same thing, faces inwards towards the development. I actually faces the lap pool. Alright, so that probably be my second choice. Then if these two are not available, then probably I would either look at maybe 46, 46, 60. I quite like these two. I prefer units that tuck to this side, closer to the side gate. Then in that order, probably I'll go with the 60 if possible. Then if not, then 40, 55, 22. Once the two pool facing stacks are out of the equation, if you have to choose between this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then it all boils down to price and how high the floor level you can get. So try to go for the, if you ask me, I mean, I'll try to, if possible, try to go for the higher floors. So at least you actually can see further away. You get a more unblocked view out of this. Yeah, but my preference would, I'll prefer the blocks that are nearer to this side, personally, nearer to the side gate. So that's for the 2+ study. Alright, so now we come to the 3 bedrooms, the typical 3 bedroom, which is the smallest of the 3 types. Right, so these are the ones that are marked out. So you can see that you have a choice of units facing out or in. So I would personally first go with the ones that are facing inwards. So that means okay, not all. I'll probably first choice. I will try to see if I can get 47. Right, because it directly faces this. Okay, then if not, then perhaps 34 is pretty not bad too. Okay, it faces the pool. So 56, yes and no. You have to be aware that on this side, this is where the afternoon sun will comes in. So yeah, no doubt it still faces, but it's already off the main portion, which is actually right here. So, and plus there's some afternoon sun coming in on this side of the wall, so it might get a bit warm sometimes. Yeah, so you have to decide. All right, if not, then probably yes, I'll go for 47, 34. If not, then probably these 2 units on 908. These are the premium block. So this is a premium block. Lesser people staying per floor. Alright, so lesser household per floor. So you have your 38 and 43. These are pretty not bad too. If you actually get a higher floors, then you actually see quite far. If not, then there's also some sort of a jogging track over here. Alright, so if you ask me, first choice, my personal opinion, 47 or 34, or else then I don't think you get to see much on 26 also. maybe just a corner cut off here. So it's just looking through the other block. So yeah, 47, 34. If not, then I would probably consider the units on block 908 as well. Alright, so these are my considerations for the 3-bedroom. And if you're looking at the 3-bedroom plus study, so these are the ones that I've marked out, 55, 63, so and so forth. Alright, it's all, the larger units are all tucked at the corner. So in this case, none of them have a view of the pool. So I would say out of all these, I would prefer 63. Right, if not, then as for the rest, then I would just go for the higher floors on each of the rest of the stacks. Right, so that's how I would go about choosing for the 3+ study units, right? So first choice, I'll probably see if I can get any units over here. Then if not, then if I can get a high floor at 55, I think that's cool. If not, then 68 or 73. Some people might prefer 73 because the facing is more towards the northeast direction. This is towards the south. So number 18, you actually do not actually get afternoon sun, whereas this 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks will actually get. Yeah. So come to think of it, first choice 63. If not, then any of these 3 stacks that faces the south direction would probably be my preference first before I consider the rest that are facing the north side, because there's a more likelihood of the afternoon sun coming in through the windows, right? So that's how I would go about thinking about the choice of unit for the 3+ study. Okay, almost coming to the end. Then the third choice, which is the largest of the 3 types, which is the 3-bedroom premium. So that's the one with the extra utility room at the kitchen. They are all situated at the top floor, top 4 blocks. So you have your 69, 72, 77, 4, and 12. So I like 69 and 72. Probably not much difference to me, but probably I prefer 69 because of the southeast facing versus the slight northwest that 72 will have. So these 2 are my first choice. Then if not possible, then I would go for 12. Then so first choice here, second, and then I will probably look at 4 or 77. So that's how I would go about choosing my units for the 3-bedroom premium units. Okay, and if you are going for the 4 bedrooms, alright, so you need a 4-bedroom for your family. So you only have these 3 stacks for you to consider, 9, 31, or 50. So I would first consider units on stack 50. Then second choice would be stack 9, because this is like south east facing. Then my third choice would be 31. So I'll go in this order: 50, 9, and 31. Right. Some people might prefer 9 because out of these 3 stacks, this is the only one that has the least likelihood of, or rather no chance of getting any afternoon sun. But I don't mind sacrificing a bit of it for this direction facing this view. So well, it's a bit hard to decide. So I'll leave it to you. I'm just pointing out the pros and cons. So if you go for 9, you get no afternoon sun. But if you want the slightly nicer facing, I would say that probably the stack 50 that faces here will have a better view, right? So this is the normal 4-bedroom choices. All right, and okay, and now we're talking about the 4-bedroom premium. So same thing, 4-bedroom premium only comes in 3 stacks also. So it's either here 908, which I feel is gonna be the premium block, or it will be either the solitary stack 3 on 900. So I would go for 42 because this side doesn't face west. 42, then 39, then 3. So I will go in this order: 49, 42, 39, and then 3. But 39, the good thing is for the windows here, you actually get this open space here. I mean, same here. So either side, I think either side is fine, right? Yeah, unless you do not like the number 42, you don't like number 4, then you can go for either number 3 or 39, right? But I don't mind. So I will go for 42 first, then if not, then 39, and then last 3. All right. And okay, so that's the 4-bedroom premium. And then for the 5-bedroom, you don't have the choice. This is the one and only stack 78. All right, so just a matter of price and the highest available floor. All right, so I've come to the end of my video when it comes to the unit selection of Parc Esta. So I hope you guys like the video. If you find it useful, do smash the like button or subscribe, because we'll be looking to do a lot more of such videos to hopefully be able to help you in your decision making when it comes to the unit selection. Right, these are of course not hard and fast rule. A lot of it is really based on my experience working with a lot of different purchasers and also my personal preference. And I also do understand that there's a lot more factors that comes into play. Like for example, for such a massive project, for a start, the developer may not actually open every single stack available, say for 1-bedroom. So out of these 10 stacks, they may only make available 3. And then if you do not choose from these 3, then the problem is there's a likelihood that when they open up the rest, then they do reserve the right to increase the price if the take up is good. So of course I understand these are considerations, and also they are everyone of us has a certain budget in mind. It's like if it's 750K that you're looking to spend and not willing to go anything beyond that, of course we have to choose based on the budget. Right, that of course will take precedence over the selection of the best possible unit. So I think the good way to go about doing it is after seeing this video, understand that what are the important things to you, then shortlist at least a good about maybe 5 to 10 units, so that on that day itself, when you go down for the actual day launch, when it comes to balloting or what, you will not be in a panic mode, and then you will not regret your choice, because you would have already gone through the selection process in your mind, so you know exactly what is it that you're looking for. So for some people it's like low floor is a no-no, or for some people a certain facing is a no-no. So at least I hope this video can give you a bit of more clarity, a bit of directions as to how you can actually select the better units, right, in Parc Esta. Especially if you are planning to rent it out next time, everything being equal, the tenants do have certain preferences. So if you can get a unit with a better view, you can get a higher floor unit. All these will are minor things that will translate into the ability to rent, and also perhaps when you sell, you might be able to let go of your unit faster next time also, because the next buyer will also have certain preferences, like they might want to have the best view, they want to have the best stack. Yeah, so that's all. I'll just sign off here, and I'll see you at the next video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.